So our first feature match will be the USA and Norway. So the situation going into this game was the US and Norway were tied on 3 points, with the US going through because they had scored more goals. They were on equal goal difference. So Norway has to win, whereas the USA, a draw is enough to see them go through. So the first thing we're going to look at is the formations. So defensively, the United States, as you can see there, they've not opted for a flat back line, but their wing defenders are not like super high. So what we expect to happen here is usually the two central defenders in manager zone tend to get sucked up the pitch, like in that direction, right? So realistically, they're probably going to form a line. I think the objective is for a straight back line where the wing backs are. The 4-2 defense overall is a nice, versatile defensive setup. It's very common to see in Manager Zone for that reason. We have just the sole winger over there. So the usual variable that people have with this formation is where does in this case, number 11 go? We're going to see Norway put that player in a slightly different spot. So basically, our expectation is the ball will be played out of defense and it will go to the winger. That's not a very good line, but whatever, we can. So the ball will go to the winger. The winger will cross the ball in. But also, when you've got this somewhat central support striker, occasionally you'll see the ball just go straight down the middle. And the defenders will simply pass it to number 11, who will then usually pass it to 19, but occasionally will shoot on goal himself. When you've got a player in this position, it's very usually the winger will not target them for a cross. Pretty much, I would say like 80% of the crosses are going to go to the target man, number 19. And just on number 19, for anyone who is interested, that is sort of I'm going to call it the target striker spot. It's the spot that seems to give you the best shots to goal ratio in a wing strategy. So the other thing to mention is we'll go to Norway's formation in a moment. If you're playing down the same wing, we will see more balls being played to the winger. And that applies to a short passing strategy as well. The balls will be played out of here to the wing. But against, let's say, a wing strategy, and let's say the other team is attacking down this wing, what we would then expect to happen is, because we've got 3 central players here, I would have the expectation that the United States would actually attack more down the middle than down the wing. Because what will happen is number 12 will intercept the ball, let's say, and this pass here is going to be too far to make in one pass. He won't typically attempt that pass. Instead, he's going to play it into the middle, probably like 11 or 7. So he'll play it in, and then what will probably happen, depending on Norway's formation, is their central defenders will get sucked up a little bit, and the ball will be played to 19 or 11, and then they're going to go through on goal. Anyway, let's look at Norway's formation. So we can see Norway straight away. The most notable thing is they've got a different placement for their number 11. Everything else is pretty much the same. We have a flat back four. So in Manager Zone reality, this is gonna operate more like this. That's a little bit exaggerated, but typically the central defenders in Manager Zone end up going to they get sucked up, and the wing defenders they're not programmed to sort of realize, oh, I'm playing all these guys on side. So let's say if there's like a winger, a a bunch of players here, but there's no one out here, what will happen is number 13 will come up to mark, number 4 will come up to mark, number 2 will come up to mark players, but number 37 is just going to play everyone on side, which is an area that could be improved in the sim. Anyway, what the other thing that's interesting here is, so with Norway's second number 11 here, what we expect to happen is the ball will be played to the winger. Most of the balls are going to go to number 9, but maybe about 1 and 5 will go to number 11. The other thing number 11 will be good for is if, let's say, number 6 gets turnover in attack, especially in this kind of region. Let's say they make a tackle like here. What you'll find is often number 11 will be basically through on goal. So I would describe number 11's position as more of a goal poacher than anything else. He's not going to be in the play that much. I would expect, as a result of this, Norway to have less of the play, but perhaps they will be converting a higher percentage of their chances. So the other thing to note is that both teams are going to be attacking down the same wing, at least to begin with. So for Norway, that's probably more of a win than a loss, I would say, because they haven't gone for the player in this position. Oh, that's totally wrong. I realized I was drawing. Yeah, because number 11 is not, so like USA's number 11 is about here, right? Which is more central, which is going to be work better if Norway's winger was on the other side. Because what that would mean is, so if we draw in, let's say, what we'd have the target striker. We've probably got the support striker here. So if Norway's wingers is on this side, then they're intercepting the ball here, and they're going to have a numbers advantage in the middle of the park, just because of where that support striker is. It's only 1 up on in the middle of a park, but it still matters in Manager Zone. Because they're attacking down the same wing, I think there's a slight advantage to Norway because the number 7 will get the ball more, and obviously he's got a couple of options. Whereas with the support striker, he's not really an option for the winger. Okay, we're going to pick up the play in the second minute. We've got striker of Norway with the ball. Striker going for Aspelund, not finding him. Now the US trying to come out of defense here. Here's Azur Manyan, whose cross to the winger is, well, the winger's tackled. Vi for Norway, though, gets past White on his wing. So here's Vi coming in, and Striker all alone in the box. Striker scores. It's 1-0 Norway, and Norway are going through at the moment. Alright, we're just going to go through in slow motion. So what we're going to see here, obviously the USA winger is all by himself at the moment. That's where the ball will end up. Ball's currently over here. So the ball is being played to that wing, but by the time the ball travels in the air, the wing is no longer free. We have the Norwegian winger free on the wing, as you can see. Now, all the USA defenders, because Vi's beaten his man, going across, and that has left the striker all by himself. We've got one of the defensive midfielders coming down, but what we don't have is this wing defender covering. So generally speaking, against wings, like this defender's not going to be in the play much, but you have to take that risk because you don't know 100% like are they attacking down this wing or are they attacking down this wing, right? Okay, we're going to pick up the game in the 15th minute. Dobson for the United States with a free kick here. Now, generally, yep, Dobson going for Finn. Finn gets it. It's tackled though and cleared to Vi on the wing. Here goes Vi, the Norwegian winger. Cuts the ball inside for Folch, defensive midfielder. It doesn't go anywhere though. Azur Manyan passes wide to Sands. Sands on the wing, avoided the tackle. Sands gonna cross it in. He's marked. Finn was marked, but it's a goal anyway. Finn puts the United States back in position A. United States second in the group now. Norway in third. Okay, so we're going to start back at the free kick with Dobson. And he's going to target the striker here. He's going to get tackled, as we remember happening. Now, the ball's played straight to the winger, who was the most open man at the time. But again, by the time the ball gets there, he's had time to mark up. We can see 3 USA defenders trying to cover that winger, which is what's caused the pass backwards. Out on the wing, so because the intercept happened here, the distance between here and here is not that great, which has allowed the winger to go all the way down the side and cross the ball in. However, in saying that, this isn't a... It's not the kind of goal... I mean, because the defender was marking the attacker, you sort of just have to live with that as Norway, I think. Like, you did a fine... Like, you're okay, because, I mean, if a defender's not marked, you say, oh, yeah, that's no good. But, like, if the attacker's being marked and they score anyway, you just say, well, GG. 21st minute now. Here we go, striker. Striker dribbling out of the middle of the pitch. Avoids one tackle. Can he avoid Dobson? No. Dobson with the potential goal-saving tackle there. Sands gets it on the wing. Gets past Lysand. Sands gets it to Duff. The short pass, Duff going for Finn. Finn, the main striker, Finn! It's saved by Ranum, the Norwegian keeper. Ranum passing the ball. It's been intercepted by Duff. Here goes Duff. Duff shoots! But Ranum, once again with the save. 2 long-range attempts from the US. Azormanyan intercepted by Istad. Istad gets it to Vi. And that'll be a yellow card, actually. The United States defender was a little bit rough in attempting that intercept, so we're going to have a free kick to Lysand. Lysand going along in the striker direction. Striker avoids the tackle. Striker scores! Norway back ahead in both the group and the game. It's 2-1 to Norway, and I'm not going to bother analyzing that one because free kicks are kind of a bit of a lottery. Picking the play up in the 31st minute, we have Devine for the USA in the middle of the ground. Devine trying to draw a defender, fails to do so. His pass is intercepted. Ball cleared by Norway. Intercepted by Weiss. Again, America driving forward. White gets across in! It's saved by Ranum, as you'd kind of expect, because this is Managerzone. Here's Kjelsberg going wide for Vi. Does not find him. White with the intercept. Kicks it straight to Lysans. Back to Whites though. Sands now with the ball on the wing. Sands he avoids a tackle. Here comes Folch. Can't cover. Ball in. Finn scores! 2-2. And once again, America going through and Norway being knocked out. So looking at the play in slow motion, just so we have a little bit of time to explain what's going on. Because Norway had the ball over here. The defender was right there to get the intercept. However, when an aerial pass is intercepted, it goes straight to the nearest defender. So that's why I went to Lysand. And then in turn, USA gets a ball down the wing, as we can see happening in slow motion. We can see here the central striker is going to be marked. So once again, you just sort of have to look at that as Norway and be like, GG, we did the best we could do with a 4-man defense. We're going to pick things up straight from the kickoff. Norway, passing it backwards as you would expect. Here's Fouch, defensive midfielder, trying to pass forward to find the poaching striker. Does not. License forces the ball out of bounds off the USA player. So we've got a throw in here. Goes to Elliott in the central midfield role. He's got a short pass out wide. So Vi avoids the white tackle. So Vi's going to have a cross here. The US defense is very slow to react to this. Two defenders near the striker. Striker scores! With two defenders nearby. It doesn't matter. It's Norway 3. It's USA 2. It's Norway going through to the round of 16 now. An immediate reply right there. Okay, so going from the throw-in. Throw-in is being treated like a set play. So we've got the USA defender and the Norwegian winger not being marked up. So when Norway wins the ball, the wing defender is very slow to react. It doesn't matter too much. It takes a while for Vi to get his run going. We can see two USA defenders on the poaching striker and two USA defenders on the central striker. However, there's no pressure on the winger over here. And we will see the goal just get scored. Despite the two defenders, once again, two defenders is obviously better than one in the vicinity, but it didn't matter on this occasion. Norway going up 3-2. 43rd minute. USA intercepting a goal kick. Here's Azumanyan putting Finn through. Finn, can he finish? No, he can't. Run him with another save, but that's what I was talking about before with the US perhaps going a little more up through the middle. Yellow card there for Elliott of Norway. Dobson will take the free kick. This will go to the winger. So we've got Sands on Sands. Sands with the cross. Finn's marked. It's tackled in the box. White's down to Azumanyan. Tackled from behind by Elliott, who actually just got the other yellow card. Here's Lysand being substituted. So Norway correctly predicting the wing the USA was going to attack down and substituting the defender on that wing. So I would expect them to actually have an advantage perhaps going forward in this game in that matchup. Could that substitution be key? I mean, it's a smart substitute. And that's halftime. Picking things up again in the 59th minute, we have Norway winning the ball in midfield, going to Aspeland now. Aspeland, the poacher, passes off the striker, but the ball is intercepted and cleared. We have the USA, we've got a bit of a wing battle happening here. Lanson going forward with the ball. Lanson, he's tackled by White, that leaves Sands free on the wing. White's dribbling forward, crossing inside. Does not find his man though. Vi now. He's immediately tackled by White. Sands. And the ball is... Sands goes straight past Erlandson. Sands. Cross comes in. Finn. The scoring spot. And he scored. It's 3-3. USA back going through. Norway on the brink of elimination. We have a bunch of substitutes happening here as well. So we've got a new winger for the US and two new strikers. Didn't quite see where what the Norwegian sub was, but we will get to that I think a little bit later. So we're going to pick it up from the intercept we can see happening down here. So on the intercept straight away, Sands was on the wing by himself, but because the pass was quite a far pass, it did not find its target. On the turnover straight away, the defender over here was marked up pretty well. And because we had a turnover straight away as well, the defender was already over here. So that's how we got the bit of a back and forth wing play there. Now, Erlandson, I'm assuming Norway's gone attacking here, so that's why he's gone up the wing. And you can actually see Erlandson over here, still running to get back. That's important. We'll see Norway try to clear the ball out to the winger. White actually gets back just in time. He could easily not have gotten back. Because Erlandsen's just done so much running. He's sprinted all the way up the field and now he's gone all the way back. That's left him, I think, very tired. So Sands actually gets a free cross as a result of that. And once again, we've got a 1v1 in the box, but it doesn't matter. It's almost saved. But we have the USA scoring, leveling the scores at 3-3. 74th minute now. USA with the ball, trying to pass it in, but it's intercepted by Norway. Gets it to the wing, but the winger is tackled by White. White for America crosses the ball in, but it's dealt with by the Norwegians. Kjelsberg. Asperlund, the poaching striker, coming up with a foul, fouling the Americans there. So we've got Devine. Devine's free kick is straight to the Norwegians. They've got 3 men there. Ball goes straight to Vi. Turnover. Here goes Vi looking to punish the Americans. Vi all alone in the boxes. Khan! Khan scores! He was a recent substitute, just come on the field. Brilliant work from Norway. It's 4-3 to Norway. Norway going through. America once again looking to be eliminated. Just 10 minutes to go now. Will that be the end of the American campaign? Here goes Elliott. Elliott threw a goal. No, Elliott sweeping on a missed aerial pass there. Could not finish to put this game completely out of reach for the Americans. They only need a draw, but they're currently losing, and that's just not good enough. Dobson forward. We've got Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan. No, it's saved by Ranham. We'll go back for a replay now. Okay, so we're going to pick up recording from the free kick in the back line taken by Devine. We can see this is important over here. That's the Norwegian winger. And there's quite a lot of space between him and the Norwegian defender. So on the turnover, I mean, firstly on the kick, there's 3 defenders right there. But on the turnover, there's quite a lot of gap between the defender and the winger. That's how the winger gets away so easily. That causes the central defender to come across, which means that the next central defender comes across to cover Asperlund, the poacher, allowing Khan a free header and obviously the goal, as you remember seeing. That goal putting Norway up 4-3 and obviously looking likely to head through to the next stage at this point. Going to pick things back up in the 82nd minute. Not a lot of time passing from the last clip. Here we go. So Kjelsberg with a tackle, intercept, pass, Vi. Vi's going to go down the wing. Vi's going to go down the wing. He's drawn the central defender. He goes short for Asperlund this time. Asperlund through on goal, but it's saved by Lynn. Norway still going through. Goal kick, America. Ball tackled, intercepted, but the Americans work it to the wing. One of the fresh substitutes, Yoshioka. Yoshioka draws 3 defenders. There's only one in the box. Oh, Bernstein! Bernstein! America equalizes, and with that, they will be going through to the round of 16 instead of Norway. Will there be another twist in the tale? Just 3 minutes left. Vi gets down the wing, avoids the tackle. Norway needs to score. The weight of the country on his shoulders goes back to Fulch. Goes backwards to Erlandsen. Erlandsen, and he's tackled. It's a yellow card to Mkhitaryan. Now, Asperlund. He's probably going to have to go long with this. Goes for his winger, but it's intercepted by White. Ball in the middle. Elliott wins it. Elliott passes. Can't find Khan. Erlandsen. Fulch. Asperlund. Asperlund is through. Passes to Khan, the substitute. Oh! Khan can't finish this time. Lynn with the save. America still going through. Elliott splits the defense though. Elliott going on a run. Great tackle by Douglas. Ball cleared only as far as Erlandsen. There's no time left though. The referee blows full time. And America gets the draw that they so desire. America going through to the round of 16. Norway are eliminated there. An incredibly even game. You would have to say both sides made very smart substitutions. To be honest, they both had quite good formations and played pretty good tactics. It was just a matter I mean, this is also very unusual for a 4-4 draw. Just 12 shots on target to the US, 13 for Norway. Usually in Manager Zone, you would be expecting this to be like 2-2 or something. So both team strikers, you can only assume very highly skilled there. It will be the United States going through though. We will just go over that last goal before moving on to the next game. So from Lynn's goal kick, we have the ball going forward. So it's obviously a fight in the box. The Norwegians, importantly, get the pass straight away, but the clearance is instantaneous, which is what allowed Yoshioka to get just a little bit free because Erlandsen in the back four would have ended up just enough of a gap there for Yoshioka to get free, and the pass instantaneous. Therefore, Yoshioka's got a free run down the wing. Once again, the defender being marked in the box, not having an effect though. USA with their equalizer putting them through. A good solid game there, tactically all around. And we will just look at the group briefly. So Greece had already been eliminated, as you can see here. The 3 points from their last win against Mexico, not doing anything for them. I haven't checked to see if Mexico actually, they might have arrested players so they don't get suspended, potentially, for the next round. We've obviously just covered, so USA scoring 10 goals in 3 games, but also conceding 10 goals in 3 games. But scoring 10 goals compared to Norway's 7 means the United States will be in the round of 16.